disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, and that is Janice Gillum Grady's book, Commodore's Messenger. Oh, it's actually on an ebook, if you guys want to read it. I want to read it. Commodore's Messenger, A Child Adrift in the Scientology Sea Organization by Gillum Grady, Janice, published in 2017. I'm going to just skip that stuff. At age 12, Janice was thrust into a role that no one, not even L. Ron Hubbard himself, could have predicted the outcome. For within not too many years, Janice and her fellow Commodore's messengers, as they were called, would be running the whole of international Scientology. But that is the story of a later book. Commodore's Messenger begins by taking the reader into the life of the first family of Scientology in Australia, Yvonne and Peter Gillum, and their 3 children, Peter Jr., Terry, and Janice. Life for the Gillums is not without its challenges in Australia, but nothing compared to what happens when the family moves to England after dealing with the banning of Scientology in Victoria. Things spiral out of control as Hubbard leaves England and takes to the sea to evade authorities, to continue his research into higher spiritual states for mankind. As he puts it, to escape the long arm of the law, as many critics contend. Yvonne and her children soon find themselves enmeshed in Hubbard's inner circle. Yvonne with Hubbard himself as one of his trusted aides, and the children with Hubbard's own family. When Yvonne joins the newly established sea organization to support Hubbard in his seafaring adventures, her children find themselves aboard what would become the flagship of Hubbard's burgeoning navy. Having children underfoot does not fit well with the serious nature of Hubbard's plans to expand Scientology's worldwide impact. So he determines to make these children useful. He begins using them to send messages to various parts of the organization aboard the Apollo, hence the name Commodore's Messenger. With this as a background, know that the story Janice has written comes from the earliest days in the epicenter of Scientology's sea organization. As a messenger, Janice was with Hubbard a minimum of 6 hours a day, and oftentimes much longer. She was privy to all his moods, from sunny to thundering as a messenger. She was intimately familiar with everything happening on board the ship, as well as throughout the Scientology network. But Janice was also her own person, and as a teenager she lived a life that few of her peers could ever hope to have lived. Found myself literally agog at some of the early experiences that Sea Org members somehow survived in the organization's early years. Hubbard's cavalier regard for the lives of others was astonishing, as Janice relates some of the storms encountered by Sea Org vessels, ill-equipped to be piloted by those with so little seamanship training. It is a wonder no one was killed. This is the first of 3 books. So that's an intro to that, and the book is online. So I will leave a link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. And wherever you are, have an amazing day or night. Peace.